This is day 6 of drawing a flower from our garden. Today, it's borage. The whole plant feels a bit wild. Up close, it carries this little bit of tension. Beautiful, yet slightly unsettling. I start by just looking. The star-shaped petals usually present themselves in pale blue, sometimes shifting towards softer pink. Fine, spiky hairs cover the stems, the leaves, even the flower buds, like the plant is armored in soft bristles. At the center, a long pointed form reaches outwards, almost like a probe or an antenna, pushing forward from the flower itself. It feels deliberate, functional. Borage is busy while it's flowering. You can see why bumblebees keep coming back. An almost endless offering, always open, always generous. It feels purpose-built, made for pollinators, made for long summer days. Then I notice the same plant, supporting different visitors, offering different resources at different stages of its life. That moment of looking and noticing always slows me down before I draw. I begin in graphite, starting at the center. That dark core draws me in first. Precise, sharp, almost architectural. Pointed forms interlock and hold each other in place. The main antenna pushes forward, clear and direct, while smaller points gather around it. Less forceful, but supportive. There's a quiet logic in how it fits together. Organic, but deliberate. From there, I let the petals fall away from the center, sliding outwards, each one separated by the spiky outer case of the flower. I move back and forth, center to petal, petal to stem, letting the structure reveal itself slowly. The fine hair comes in last, unapologetic. They shift the mood of the whole form. In graphite, I'm not trying to soften anything. I let the structure speak first. On the colour page, the mood shifts. I start with lighter tones on the petals, letting colour skim the surface rather than fill it. Vertical marks lead the way, clean, upright strokes that describe the form and let the edges catch light. At first it feels calm, open, almost familiar, but as I lay deeper blues and purples, that friendliness starts to slip. Horizontal lines cut across the verticals, interrupting the order, introducing friction, a quiet sense of unease. The petals darken, the surface becomes charged. This is where the flower surprised me. Borage is usually generous, busy with bees, alive with movement, but here, alone on the page, it takes on a sharper edge, almost sinister in its intensity. I let the tension stay. Colour doesn't soften it, it reveals it. The form still holds, but now it carries contrast, a darker presence beneath the beauty, as if this flower belongs to a world slightly removed from the one I know in the garden. By the end, I was surprised by the mood of it. Borage is a bee magnet, bright, generous, always offering, but on the page, it turned darker, more intense, almost sinister. Maybe that's the point. The same flower can hold two stories, depending on how close you look and what marks you choose to make. This is day 6 of the Garden Sketchbook Ritual. One plant, one study, one moment of focus. If this slow practice resonates, feel free to follow along. I'm quietly rebuilding my creative flow, one small moment at a time.